Hey everyone, I am Megan, also known as Megzy the OG. Thanks for tuning in today. Today I'm going to be doing a challenge that I created on my own. It is going to be playing with the James Charles and Morphe palette and also working on the torch since I'm a glass worker. So if you're interested in checking that out, keep watching. So first things first, I'm going to cut on the torch. The kiln is already on, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the torch on. So I've got the torch on, and the first thing I'm going to do is take this wisteria and I'm going to go ahead and melt it down into a small circular ball to flatten out. So now I have a pretty decent sized ball of wisteria. I'm going to go ahead and flatten it out. The way I do that is I take this tool right here, I make sure the ball is nice and evenly hot, and I flatten it like so. So now I have this lollipop shaped wisteria glass rod. I'm going to pop it in the kiln. So popping it in the kiln actually enables me to work on it at different times. It keeps the glass piece at an even heat to where I can put it back in front of the flame and it won't crack. So the first makeup thing that I am going to do today is take the James Charles Morphe palette right here, and I'm going to start doing the process of makeup one step at a time as I make this pendant. Also, I don't have a mirror out here, so I don't know exactly how well I'm actually placing the eyeshadows. Hopefully it turns out good. We will see at the end. This is a challenge, of course. I'm going to take this Elizabeth Mott all over eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take Flashback, which is the white shade in the James Charles palette, and I'm just going to apply it all over my eye. I have already done my foundation and concealer and blush, but I did all of that off camera. So now I'm going to take this green shade, which is called Daddy, and I'm going to put it in my crease. I'm going to try to get a little closer. Now I'm going to take a Elizabeth Mott blending brush and I'm going to blend out that crease. So from here, the green shade Daddy looks like it's pretty blended. I don't want it to be super blended because I do want a little bit of harsh lines on this look, but I think it's overall pretty well blended. Of course, I can only see it from here, but now it's for the next step in the glass routine. Right now I'm heating up the wisteria to the point where I could add other glass on top of it and it won't crack it or damage it. Also, I'm taking a white rod of glass and I'm shaping it into small balls for eyeballs. So I got a white ball on this wisteria and I'm about to flatten it out now that it's nice and hot. I doubt you'll be able to see that, but this is what I've got going so far. I'm going to go ahead and take the color, let's see, what color is this? I'm going to take the color blue. That's all this one says. I know that They typically have crazier colors, but apparently this one is just called blue. And I'm gonna make that into a smaller ball, and I'm gonna place it in the center of the white piece that I just laid down. This is gonna create the color inside of the eyeball. Again, just flatten that out. So at this point, we have wisteria, which is the purple shade, we have white, and we have blue. Now I'm gonna make the pupil out of black. There you go, you have a finished eyeball. This is going to be a cyclops creature, of course, since there's only one eye. Now I'm taking this string of black and I'm going to create the eyebrow, and I'm also going to create the mouth with this. So the face is completed. I'm going to pop it back in the kiln. So the face is completed. Now on to the next step of my makeup routine. I'm going to take this Luxie 245 small shader, and I'm going to go ahead and apply Social Blade underneath. And if you don't know, Social Blade is the nice lime green color that James came up with. I'm just going to kind of press it all down there. So again, that was the shade Social Blade right here. I'm going to take the Elizabeth Mott blending brush that I already used and kind of just blend it. So from here it doesn't look too bad. Time to get the pendant back out and work on the just details of it. One thing I love to do with my pendants is I love creating whiskers on the side of their face. Sometimes people mistake them as like fins for like a dolphin or like a fish, but they are actually little whiskers, and I do that intentionally. I just think that they're really cute and they add a fun little accent to the face. Right now I'm taking a bright yellow, which is kind of a rare color to find because they stopped making a lot of yellows, reds, and oranges because of cadmiums. However, I do still have some, so I am working with a yellow shade right now, and I'm heating up the side of the face. That way I could just easily add these little whiskers. So I pull the glass in a little bit and then stretch it out just a smidge to make sure that it's actually in there nice and good. And then once it's in the shape I want it to be, I pull off the rest of the rod and I'm left with this. So as you can see, he has like a little ear, a little whisker on the side of his face. Again, it's just something I like to do to add something more to the actual pendant, to give it more character. I love creating like stories for these pendants. So I'm just going to do this same thing to the other side. So push it in and then slightly pull it out. Right now I'm heating up a small ball of a popular color called blue cheese. And I'm going to place this ball on the top of this creature's head. Pretty much what this is going to do is create the middle part of a bow. One way to easily shape your glass or manipulate the shape of your glass is to use these tweezers. Now on the top, that red piece is actually blue and it's going to be the makings of a bow. All right, I'm popping it back in the kiln for a minute. I'm gonna take a quick break. And I'm gonna check out what color I'm gonna use. I'm gonna take the shade Cape Cod. I'm gonna take this Bare Minerals flat brush. And I'm gonna apply this to my eye. I'm going to take the Luxie 245 shader brush again. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of Social Blade and I'm gonna pop it just above the shade Daddy. Since I muted the shade out anyways with the Cape Cod. Now I'm gonna take my blender and blend it all out. I can't tell if it's good or not in this camera or not. It does look kind of messy, but I'm not gonna know until I see it up close. All right, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna finish out this pendant. So right now I'm gonna grab this green, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the sides of the bow. Bows and bow ties are kind of one of my signature things for my creatures. Typically every single one of them has them. It's just kind of something I've done to my cartoons since I was a kid, and it's kind of stuck with me through glass blowing as well. So hair bow side 1 is done. So both sides of the bow are done. I'm gonna go ahead and add a loop. So I'm gonna cut the torch down a little bit. I'm gonna take this clear pink, because it really doesn't matter, even though there's no pink on this, it really doesn't matter because nobody's really gonna see the loop. So I'm just gonna add a pink clear loop. If somebody likes pink, it's kind of like an Easter egg for them. So this is the pendant with the, I'm gonna use this tool right here to grab onto the top of it. I'm gonna snip this piece right here. Then I'm gonna take the end of the pendant and just heat it so there's no rough edges to where anybody could get hurt or harmed on this pendant or by this pendant. And there you go, there's the finished pendant. I'm gonna pop it in the kiln. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go check out my look inside. I'm gonna see if it's good or not, see if it's worth putting mascara and eyeliner on or not. And I will let you see the finished look in there. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like the glass blowing, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm just now getting back into it. It's been a long time since I was glass blowing, but now I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things and doing it a lot more. So definitely check out my glass page at Weird Life Glass, and thank you for watching. I just finished blowing glass and doing my makeup simultaneously, and I do have to say, I'm not too mad at how I did. There is a lot of fallout, of course. I'm gonna brush some of that away. And I think there's a lot of fallout because I just kept dipping in the pan because I wanted to make sure it was vibrant enough to see on camera while blowing glass. So I mean, is this the best look I've ever done? No, no. But I wanted to use the new James Charles palette with Morphe. It has 39 amazing shades. All of these work really well. At least the ones that I have tried, and I've used quite a bit of them. But anyways, I just wanted to try them out, see how well they worked, And I also just kind of wanted to create a new challenge. So if you want to do this challenge, just do your makeup while doing one of your hobbies. That's my best recommendation. So actually, even though it's not the best look, and even though it's not super well blended, I mean, just like look at this eye and this eye, like I definitely have more Cape Cod on this eye than this eye. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of sharpen out the edge a little bit with concealer and see if I like it anymore. Again, part of this problem is because I'm doing my makeup in the viewfinder and not a mirror. Pop a little bit on the inner corner. And this is Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna get this Ibuki brush from Bare Minerals. I got some fallout all up on my nose. Just gonna take some of this stick foundation. That one's running out. I'm just gonna blend that so that you don't see all that fallout from me obsessively putting on eyeshadow. I'm just gonna have like green contour on my nose. That's what we're gonna call it. So cleaning up the edge definitely did make it look a little bit better. Again, you could see like spots where I messed up blending. You could tell that I definitely added too much in the inner corner. And again, the colors aren't 100% on point, especially on the lids. But this was a fun challenge. So if you decide to do this challenge or you're inspired by this challenge, then definitely make sure you leave me a comment in the comments below. I'd love to see your rendition of this. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me some thumbs up. And as always, have a great day and thanks for tuning in. Bye guys!